It is.
Hello, dreamers, and welcome to another Friday afternoon. It is time for the Bringin It Home show. I'm social media coordinator Tucker LaBelle, joined alongside Roman Weinberg, director of operations. And as you can see, we are on site right now. We have the beautiful Kinsella family, Lansing family home behind us, the Field of Dreams farmhouse. We can see some of you are already tuning in, guys, and we are beyond excited to welcome you live on site for the first time since the virus. Roman and I in the exact same place right now with the Field of Dreams behind us. We're looking at a little bit of a cloudy sunset right here. It's been a beautiful day here in Dyersville, Iowa, but we are glad to share another Friday afternoon with you, dreamers.
Yeah, happy Friday, dreamers, May 29th. Welcome all to our slice of heaven here. And Tucker, welcome back to the field.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
it's good to be back.
It was fun to have you back. Wednesday, happy reunion. Came back for the first time, and we're here yesterday doing tours. Yep. So back again to full swing. Jack of all trades, right?
Swing. Yeah, it's been great. Lots of people, and good to see you too.
Yeah, we wear many hats, guys. So let's dig right into it. MLB news. What do you got, Tuck?
Oh, you're gonna start it off hot. I see. Okay, I got a lot.
We're not joking around here.
We do. Since we've talked to you last, streamers, we have a lot of news to cover. We actually, quick shout out to these gentlemen out here from Southern California, stopped in for a tour today, for a birthday tour and a birthday visit. So shout out to them if they're watching after the fact. They are currently playing catch out here. They knew our show was going on, so they came back just in time for the show. Very, very cool. Shout out to them. Moving into the MLB news, had to get a quick shout out and a plug in.
There you go.
So the biggest news right now, I'd say, going around is unfortunately a sad one, and one that'll probably prompt a major discussion. Any of you who have comments, questions, or opinions on what we say, drop them in the comments below. We will answer a few of those and give you guys our input as well. But the biggest news going around, guys, really sad. A lot of MLB teams are beginning to release majority of their minor leaguers. We had a fear and a feeling that it was going to happen. We didn't know when it was going to happen, but unfortunately the day has come and a lot of teams are releasing players starting today. Very sad. 200
were cut today, and 400 have been released over the past month, according to transactions posted at Minor League Baseball's website. So it's happened for the past month. It's kind of happened behind the scenes, but with the largest 24-hour cut being today, you're really starting to see that take the limelight. And it's, again, we have talked in previous shows about repercussions.
We have, it's just sad all around. There's no good way to paint it,
No.
But you also, at the same time, you have to wonder what's going to happen with the independent league teams. Are they going to start picking up these players? Are you going to see these players?
You would have to imagine.
And you also got to wonder, are a lot of these guys going to go international once the virus is over? Because there is a lot of opportunities to prompt these individuals across the world, not just here in the States, obviously, as things expand.
Not only that, are you going to see kids drop out of college because of the likelihood of
being an MLB player?
And the fear.
You have to wonder that, as well as the college baseball side, what the scene of college baseball will look like moving forward. People don't think about that. They don't think about the impact that this major league and this minor league deal going on right now has on these college players, and maybe even high school players who are senior draft hopefuls. Yeah. That's the biggest thing right now we're looking at.
Well, and with teams drafting players at such a young age, will that be affected somehow? Will scholarships be affected from the college standpoint, trying to incentivize their student athletes with higher scholarships and larger scholarships? So it's interesting from many different standpoints. It'll be fun to watch how it plays out, but of course, as the virus, it's got to get worse before it gets better.
I was going to say, I think there's rougher times ahead.
Yeah,
I think before the bright light can come out, I think there's going to be some harder times. I saw a comparison today, comparing what's going on to the last major shutdown / cancellation that's happened with MLB. I want to say in like 1870, really long ago. This is the first time that there's been a major cancellation throughout the season since then, which I didn't even cross my mind. There's obviously World War II and several other wars that probably interfered a bit, but they kept playing.
Yeah.
So truly, this is the biggest stoppage that's happened since then, which is remarkable. And going back to players, pursuing careers and what may be happening, the biggest thing is the unsigned cap. $20,000 is the most that they can give a player who's unsigned now.
Yep, for UDFAs, so that's going to change the landscape.
You have to wonder how many guys decide not to take the baseball route and maybe go coach, maybe get a normal job.
That's right.
Because of that, that's such a low number compared to other pro sports.
That's right.
Remarkable.
Yeah, and we talk about getting the fear of and having that doubt whether or not you're good enough to make the cut because people are getting cut now, and it's that pool is being further reduced. After you make the cut, is it worth it?
Yeah,
so that's the question.
And off of that same thing, I'll add a positive note around the Major League, minor league atmosphere. David Price of the Dodgers, amazing guy. He's showing his true colors now. He is, basically committing to pay each Dodgers minor leaguer $1,000 a month to help them survive, to help them move forward. As you may or may not know, minor leaguers for the most part get by on little to absolutely nothing. And very skim, they have to work for what they get, and they really are buying into a process. So David Price coming
basically
forward,
food money.
It's food money. You can say they're pro baseball players, but the thing is, they are really fighting for that spot. They want it more than anything else, and they're putting a lot in the line. And obviously right now, they are in even harder times than major league players are.
Yep.
They're in a really bad spot, and David Price coming forward saying he's giving all Dodgers minor leaguers $1,000 a month.
Well, I definitely say they're in a hard spot because right now they have the MLBPA at bat for them. The major leaguers that are in the starting rotations right now, they're talking about no pay cuts and securities and a certain amount of games that have to be met. That's where we are at the negotiations between the league and the Players Association right now as it stands for the 2020 format. So, for that season, it's interesting to me. I mean, I'm not all surprised, but when you get millionaires and billionaires fighting, especially with people losing their jobs all over the country, it can get ugly. I just really hope that for the sake of the sport and just for everybody else's sanity to get games back on TV as soon as possible to see this come to a conclusion, see this come to an end.
Yeah, you have to hope that'll happen. And off of that as well, tying into the news, the MLBPA Players Association is planning to counter MLB's proposal. They are going to request more games being played as well as protected salaries. Now, the protected salaries are probably the biggest discussion point around everything going on. These players want to know that they're going to get paid regardless of what happens. Obviously, with a second outbreak, looming ahead for many people and many organizations, these players are worried not only for themselves but for their families. So this protected salary idea is, essentially it's insurance. It keeps them paid no matter what happens. And
they're voicing their opinion. Blake Snell,
they are.
Bryce Harper.
Yeah, and but I don't blame them. The whole protected salaries, I think that's the way you have to go.
Well, you have to look at it too, because and more so 20 years ago, 15 years ago, athletes were one-dimensional for the most part. This was their career, and after was an afterthought, and they didn't pay attention to honing in a craft after post-career.
Absolutely.
So, the average length for a professional athlete in any professional sport is 7 years. So you look at that, and for them, this is the worst thing that could possibly happen, is for something like a pandemic to come in that is outside of their control and really have a life-altering effect on them. So will be interesting to see, but now you're starting to have players that are actually going to school, studying hard, getting degrees, honing in their craft and something else outside of the sport to help solidify their future. So from that standpoint, it's good to see. And again, it'll kind of prove out how flexible the MLBPA will be and how far they push this in terms of the protected salaries.
I will say one thing, depending on what happens from here on out, the scene of Major League Baseball could be rapidly changing. There's many articles saying that if they don't take the right steps, Major League Baseball will never return to what it was, which is a very, very real possibility. You may see another league pop up because of that. Whatever happens moving forward, they have to make every decision perfect. If they don't, they lose players, they lose interest, they risk an alternate league popping up. And that's the biggest thing that they have to look at from a finance point, is that you have to make your moves smart.
Well, it's interesting you could see attendance and popularity and growth of independent leagues and minor leagues actually supersede and actually outgrow Major League baseball.
Well, and Roman, they're in a position that we see a lot in discussion that we hear a lot, especially heard it a couple times today. The rumor going around that baseball is on a decline. Baseball is losing interest. Baseball is losing players, etc. If MLB, doesn't make the right move here and do the right thing, then they may continue to lose interest. So many kids grow up playing baseball simply because they have the hope and the willingness to one day get there.
It's the nature of the game.
And you take that away, you lose interest automatically. Right. So you have to hope they move in the interest of the game as a whole and not just Major League Baseball.
That's right.
That's going to be a huge thing. Stopping for station identification. You're on it too.
We're on it tonight.
We are station identification. First time live from the field. Both of us right here. It is a beautiful, breezy Friday afternoon, May 29th, moving into June. It is remarkable how fast time moves when you're in quarantine. Let me tell you, Rob. But here's the thing, guys. We are looking at an absolutely gorgeous, cloudy sunset right now. Blue skies behind the clouds. We have had an absolutely gorgeous day here from the Field of Dreams. The weather's been great. The temperature's been moderate. No, real humidity. Mm-hmm. The window's open in the house today for tours. That is the prime time. It's a great start to summer. We also have quite a few gnats out here, as it is Iowa and it is farmland. So if I'm over here, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. But a beautiful Friday, Roman. A beautiful Friday.
It is. It's good to be back. It's good to have you back. And we have a special guest as well.
Absolutely.
We have an intern crew here every year for those of Dream Nation that don't get here on site. But Aaron Hoffman. Aaron is off screen to our left, but she's the producer of the Bringin It Home show for the summer. So Aaron, welcome. Thank you for everything you do. And do we have any comments or questions from?
Yes. Someone or Bob Pritchett. He said,
"Bob, how you
Happy
doing?
Friday, Bob.
What's up, Bob?"
He says, "Talk about your reaction to all of the minor league baseball players getting cut this week, and the rumor that there are more cuts to come."
I'll let you take that first.
Well, we had kind of already touched on that.
What's your personal opinion on that?
My personal opinion, well, it's not a surprise, and I think right now minor league baseball's hand is forced. So it's a tough situation, and it's easy to place the blame and make minor league baseball look like the bad guy.
Absolutely.
But this is a business, and with teams being contracted as well, possibly 42 teams, we don't know what that looks like either.
Gotta wonder.
It's interesting. There's a lot of uncertainty out there, but a lot of those players could be cut from those organizations. You don't know. So some of those contracted teams could be giving up now, and because this was going to be their last season, so they could have just released their players early. We don't know who those players consist of. The Chicago White Sox are cutting $400 per week from pay for the minor leaguers, so it's interesting.
That's $400 they could very much use.
Yeah.
That's a sad thing to see.
It is.
And again, you wonder what it'll force them into.
What and you wonder what the mindset is of minor leaguers when, again, like we said, the Players Association is going up to bat, no pun intended, for the current major leaguers that are still going to get their several $1 million salaries a year.
I agree. All right, Bob, if you're watching still, which I'm sure you are, how you doing? Good to see you.
How's it going, Bob?
Always good to see you, Bob. But I'm gonna second what Roman said. I agree. I honestly feel a little bit more torn about the whole situation. I don't want to say I'm losing respect for Major League Baseball because of the moves they make. But I do feel for the minor league players who maybe were given a bit of false hope in a way, for them, to be promised something and quickly yanked away regardless of the virus. This was happening before the virus, and that's what to keep in mind. I personally have a hope that baseball may return to what it was 60 years ago. Not so many minor league teams that are affiliated and more independent teams. I think moving forward, baseball can thrive with that model and independent ownership. I know a lot of minor league teams right now are actually already investigating that. How do we get individual sponsors, et cetera? I'd really like to see independent baseball become a bigger thing because of all this. And I think it may be the only solution looking at it. Yeah,
and summer collegiate ball too. Right. Independent league. There's a lot of alternatives out there for these players to pursue, and I think you're right. I second that. I think you're really going to see a growth in independent league and outside of minor league baseball, something that's more secure and not dictated by major league clubs, because right now you can't depend on that. So it's going to be interesting. You have the Expedition League, you have the Prospects League, you have the Northwoods League for summer collegiate leagues. I mean, they're sprouting up all over the country. There's different leagues for different demographics and different markets. So I think there's a lot of possibilities out there. And if there's anything that is the beautiful part of independent league baseball, the entertainment aspect as well. And you're not necessarily going out and looking for the next superstar, but you're able to go out and have fun at the ballpark, and just it's the nature of the game. It brings it back to its core. So if anything, we don't know what this is going to bring. Hopefully the sport of baseball as a whole will rise from this, and I think it will. Baseball's gone through many chapters, as the country has, and other sports, but I would say Major League Baseball probably has the misfortune of being caught right in the middle, unlike other sports. I mean, yes, the NHL, yes, the NBA, but they're going to finish out there, and they're in a tough spot as well. They have to finish out their season right now because of the contract with the players, that they can't play another season unless they finish out the current.
Well, and you also have to start to begin to look at MLB's model.
Yep. It's going to
many of you, who don't know, minor league baseball and Major League Baseball are separate entities, but they work together as one. They operate between each other. That's why all of this is happening. Now you look at the NFL model, say.
Yep.
NFL, they understand running a minor league would be too costly.
Yep.
So what do? They bring guys in for training camp. They have a practice squad. You have to wonder if that is the model moving forward. The NBA has the G League. The G League is completely sponsored by Gatorade. It's little to no cost for the NBA, very, very few teams, and they operate more as independent franchises. You have to wonder if those two pro athletic models are something that MLB could possibly mimic moving forward.
Well, fans are wondering why MLB is cutting 42 teams.
Yeah.
It's costly for them. That's why.
Extremely.
So right now they're facing that problem. So you're right. It's interesting to see, but I think it gives players a new hope. And if I'm a minor league player right now, sitting at home, just got canned, I'm hoping that's the case, and I think it will be. But again, a lot of other opportunities out there for them, so it'll be interesting to see. What else do we have on the docket?
Let's take an Instagram question. So those of you who follow us on social media, you probably noticed a massive uptick on social media the past couple of days. Since I got back here on site, Roman and I have both been tag teaming social media and putting as much stuff out as we can. That will be the new normal, guys. So expect that quality and that amount moving forward. We want to show more engagement with you guys. Having Erin here is another big piece of that. She will be running a lot of social media this summer and learning the ropes as well. So even more social media coming your way and a new face as well. But one of those pieces that we did recently was actually yesterday I put out a poll, and I wanted to see what people's favorite portion of the movie is. Now, we asked this question a lot. We got a ton of responses. I had to, only pick a few. So I'm gonna read through a few of these, give a quick shout out to these individuals if they're watching right now as well. A lot of them were the same, so I had to pick and choose. I'm just going to tell you that right now, which is not a bad thing at all.
No.
BRNXBMR25. His favorite portion, his or her, I apologize. Favorite portion is when Ray sees his dad. That is an absolutely great one to pick out. Many
tearjerker.
It is. It's a tearjerker, and it's an important piece of the movie.
It's the resolution that you're looking for the whole time.
Yeah, it is.
So
it is. That's a great one.
Yeah.
At franchise 09, the playing catch scene always reminds me of playing catch with my dad as a kid.
Oh,
amen to that.
That's awesome. Yeah,
that's another fun.
It's one of my cherished memories for sure.
I agree. At Johnny_P24, Moonlight Graham, when he was in his office describing the feeling of playing the game. That is one that gets overlooked all the time.
Yeah.
But an absolutely phenomenal answer equally.
And those are, we had started, you and I last year, quoted graphics with the field in the background. And that was one that we actually did about a month ago.
Yep.
A month and a half ago. Yeah.
That's a great one.
Yeah, it's one of the overlooked pieces of the movie, but that's the beautiful part of the movie, is that there's so many fantastic little chunks in there and nuggets that you can extract that you could literally be here all day talking about your favorite parts of the movie. And it's cool to hear from you, dreamers. And we'll have, again, other interactive content, other polls that we'll take, and other quizzes as well, and sweepstakes. That's the cool part. Sweepstakes, another one coming your way next week. We will have, by popular demand, our honorary Ghost Player giveaway again. So look out for the Google form. Go ahead, sign up on our email list. Let us know what social media platform you are participating from and where you found the form, and go ahead and test out your trivia. There will be a trivia question, as always, regarding the film, and put your knowledge to the test. Hopefully, you get chosen and you can come out to our Heavenly Field here in Iowa and partake in the Ghost Sunday show, step out of the corn, dressed as a ghost player, and schmooze it up with the other ghosts that have been doing this for 30 plus years. So it's a fun day, free show, family fun. And if you're sitting in the audience, there is audience interaction as well. So just be prepared for that. But it's always fun. It's one of my favorite parts of the summers. Absolutely. Are those Ghost Sunday shows.
And you can rely on hot dogs being cooked, hamburgers being cooked. We have run out in the past because the demand was so high. So
they're good.
They are.
They're good.
They're good dogs. They're good dogs.
Yeah. We get those from Fairway, so shout out to Fairway.
Shout out Fairway.
And that's a free promo. That is not a paid advertisement.
Not a paid advertisement. Yes. Gonna highlight another one here. Last one, guys. I just went with 4 that I liked a lot.
Yep.
At CH Rent 521. When Ray and Terrence pick up a young Moonlight Graham. That is an incredible
That's a good one. You don't hear that often.
Hear
That's a good one.
That's even more overlooked. And that was actually outside of Galena, Illinois, I believe they shot those road scenes.
Yep.
So if you watch those again and you're driving through the area, make Galena a stop on your way here. It's worth it.
Fantastic.
It's part of the movie. That whole road they drive there is gorgeous. And you will be able to put yourself in those scenes equally as well.
Chisholm, Minnesota.
Chisholm, Minnesota is Galena, Illinois. Very much so.
That's right.
So,
well, kind of fun story. Can I take it?
Please. Yes,
all right. Awesome.
Absolutely.
Fun story. So the minor league affiliate of the Minnesota Twins in Pensacola, the Blue Wahoos, actually opened up their entire stadium as an Airbnb. So for $1,500 a night, that's right, $1,500 a night, you get the whole ballpark to yourself. Under the lights, similar to here, you can do the same thing at the Field of Dreams movie site, by the way, and special 50% discount if you book your night and stay before the end of June 30th. So definitely check us out. You can call us up on our at our phone line, or go ahead and email us for more information on rates, or DM us as well. And on our social media pages, we'll go ahead and give you the info that you were requesting, but good deal there. But that's interesting. I mean, wouldn't that be awesome as a diehard baseball fan to come out, quarantine from everybody else, and just play a game on a diamond in the middle of Minnesota? It'd be cool.
Can you imagine checking into a clubhouse door as a hotel?
No.
Knock, who's there?
I know, right?
Yeah. I mean, you looked at that. I saw a bunch of pictures of it.
Yeah. What are the restrictions of that, by the way? You gotta
wonder. But they had, do you see how many bunk beds were there? They had 100 probably bunk beds in there. And that's an interesting one. You wonder how they're going about that. Very, 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 very scenic stadium in Pensacola, Florida. The Blue Wahoos, not a bad location to be at right now. What a cool idea. Smart.
It's unique.
Smart and unique. Keeps the revenue coming in, and you get to walk out of the clubhouse onto the field that is completely yours. I don't know what I would do with that much space. I don't. I really don't. If you have any idea of what you would do with an entire minor league stadium, drop a comment down there, and Aaron will read it off to us.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'd have a picnic in the outfield to start.
I think the same as I would here.
Yeah.
I think a picnic. I think you're exactly right. Thinking a grilled chicken salad, keep it nice and fresh.
Right. Yeah. Work on your walk up to the plate.
Yeah, maybe get the speaker access.
Yep.
Who's got the Bluetooth connection?
Yep.
That maybe be a big one as well.
The audience or the crowd.
We need to get Alex Cohen out there.
That's right. Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Alex,
friend of the show, Alex. Happy Friday.
Yeah, happy Friday. Another segment we did on Instagram was actually one that I put out today, as we do always. Expect to be able to ask us questions on Instagram in a poll before the show the day of. We got 2 good questions here. We're going to answer those for you guys right now. The first one is one that we get all the time. Whenever we post a picture here that there's no corn, people who are not from the area ask us every time, At Jordan M82, what is up, Jordan? Thank you for asking this question. The question is, where are the cornfields? And that's based off of a couple of photos I posted today. Roman?
Yeah, I can take that.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
we have several cornfields actually on our property. So a lot of people are surprised to know that we own 197 acres of not only Field of Dreams land, but farmland as well. And we lease that out to local families in the area, and we always give back and try to give back to the community. So it's fun there. But yeah, it's actually surrounding the entire Field of Dreams movie site. And we are smack dab in the middle of farm country for several miles.
Yeah.
Dyersville is just about 3.5 miles out from the Field of Dreams movie site. So around us is cornfields and hay fields and soybeans and
cows.
Yeah, and stem off that too. And great question, by the way. Another question that we get tying into that is, do we rotate from corn to soybeans? Because if you are agriculturally inclined, and astute, that it is natural for farmers to rotate year in and year out from soybeans to corn, because it's good for the crops. And we do not. We stick with corn for an obvious reason. We would have a lot of unhappy visitors or confused visitors if they saw much shorter soybean plants rather than corn stalks. So
I just smashed a bug in my paper.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
Nicely
Appreciate
done.
that.
Well, at least they're not flying in our nostrils and our faces and
that. And I'll go off of that too, Jordan. If you're not from the area, they say knee high by 4th of July. The corn is not up right now, so if you don't see it, it's because it is very, very, very small, about yay high. Knee high by 4th of July is probably, it could be under or overestimated at times.
It's underestimated. It usually year in and year out now. And I don't know if it's from the pesticides and chemicals they use now, but it actually grows a lot faster than that. So its average is 3 inches a day. And it usually is shoulder high by the 4th of July is typically what we found. We had our first Ghost Sunday show. Gosh, was it, I want to...
Pretty early.
No. It was early July. It was, I think it was the 9th of July or something like that.
First week,
So it was just shy of it being tall enough for the ghosts to actually walk out. So they were a little crouched down, but I'd say it was about shoulder
It's pretty
high.
good.
So it's typically higher than knee high.
Yeah. Well, good question either way.
Jordan, happy Friday to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Another thing, guys, I get these questions a lot when I did a tour today. I actually got a few of them. One lady actually had a very, very good comment. She asked me, she said, is it feed corn or is it human corn?
Yeah.
And I said, that's a great question. It shows you have some knowledge of this. The corn that we grow here is feed corn. Feed corn and human consumption corn are actually very different. And what we have here is feed corn, and it does look beautiful. I can tell you that right now. It's a great look.
Wouldn't that be awesome to sell our corn if it was actual sweet corn?
The Field of Dreams corn.
Yeah.
It's right now. Yeah.
That'd be great. That'd be great. And we have DeKalb corn out in our outfields as well. So shout out to DeKalb for providing awesome seed and quality feed corn for Iowa.
The corn experts.
That's right. The corn experts.
I got another question coming from another big fan of ours, always seeing good comments. So thank you to them. At Kevin Costner Ific. This is, correct me if I'm wrong if you're watching right now, but I believe you are a loyal fan account. Love the content you put out there. Really helps a lot. See a lot of Field of Dreams stuff. So shout out and thank you for
friend of the show for sure.
Yeah, friend of the
field.
Do you have many behind the scenes stills from the movie that you'll be eventually sharing? So basically, Kevin Costner Epic, we have a ton of stuff that we are working on uncovering right now. It is all part of our greater plan to bring you content. If you haven't already, go ahead and go on the channel. There is actually a video completely compiled of original footage from behind the scenes that will get you tons of looks and ideas for what even the house behind us looked like during the movie.
We actually got that from Produce Iowa as well, the Iowa Film Office.
Big shout out to them.
Yep. So they're great, and they played a pivotal role in getting NBC Universal out here in the first place. They were contacted by NBC or Universal Studios at that time to scout for the potential site, and in 1988 it was selected. So
that's about right. But to answer the question, tons of stuff coming your way. Much of that is historical archival stuff. like I said, you can expect a ton of content from here on out. We want to be able to bring you the Field of Dreams if you're not able to experience it in person, and through Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and now TikTok, YouTube. We can make that happen. We can do a whole lot of stuff.
Not only that, if you're afraid to travel, we do have a live stream feed now. I'm very happy about that, provided by EarthCam.
It is,
and it's right to my right shoulder. You can see it right there. There we go. Got it. That is overlooking the field. And actually, right now, if you guys are looking at it, it's perfect. I mean, it doesn't get any more picturesque than this right now at the field. The sun is absolutely gorgeous. The skyline, those clouds, it's awesome. So it looks like the gateway to heaven.
Those are clouds. I'm just kidding. Yeah, beautiful day, guys. Roman described it spot on. It's gorgeous.
It is.
To say we're in baseball.
Check it out, though. Check it out.
To say we're in baseball heaven is an underestimate. We are also in rural farmland heaven, Iowa heaven. It's beautiful right now.
Yeah. Yep.
Spot on.
Field of Dreams moviesite.com. Check out our EarthCam live stream feed of the Field of Dreams 24/7. You can go online, and we have had comments that the night quality is not good. Yes, that is not a night vision camera, unfortunately. But when we do have events here at night under the lights, you will be able to see some pretty cool shots and scenery. So definitely just be on the lookout. And for any events that are taking place here at the Field of Dreams, you can go to our events calendar, or we do a great job at keeping up all events on Facebook as well. So check out our Facebook page, Field of Dreams Movie Site, our handle for Instagram and TikTok as well at Field of Dreams Movie Site. So check us out.
We have something cool to share with you guys today. Whether you follow us or not, you probably have seen this going around social media right now. We are now on TikTok. You can find our username down below. It is just at Field of Dreams Movie Site. We've been putting stuff up there, and we are happy to announce we have had a video go what we would consider viral. We have over 21,000 views on this and over 6,000, 5,500 engagements, likes, comments, everything like that. So we're excited to say that we've had our first video go big. That being said, we want a ton more followers on there. TikTok is a platform where we can engage with you guys, and somewhere where you can expect quality content again. So down below, if you're not a user at TikTok right now, change that. I promise, even if it's just for our page, it's worth it.
I mean, a month ago, we
didn't even know. We just started the account just as an idea. So we're pumped to have this as an offering, and it's going to be a lot of exclusive stuff that you won't find on our other pages.
Yeah.
So it's very much worth following at Field of Dreams Movie Site on TikTok.
Yeah, it's going to be intimate content. We'll share those videos on our Facebook page and Instagram on our stories as well. So it's just more content that we'll be able to share to our other platforms. But also, it's a unique, intimate platform that you'll be able to see certain aspects of events that we'll be able to capture live, and definitely be on the lookout for that. So we're just dipping our toes in right now. We're going to have a lot of, once our events start happening for the summer, we're going to have a lot of content on TikTok. So be on the lookout at Field of Dreams Movie Site.
And also on the MLB news, before we start to slow things down, the 2020 draft schedule has been announced. So if you're a draft junkie and you want to watch this draft, we are happy to tell you that it will take place Wednesday, June 10th, at 7 p.m. on MLB Network and ESPN. This is probably going to be one worth watching simply because it'll be one of the most unique that you'll probably see in baseball moving forward.
Shortest draft.
Shortest. 5 rounds. That's it. 5 rounds.
Limit of 20,000 for undrafted free agents.
Yeah, the max they can pay a free agent, as we mentioned before, $20,000.
Yep.
The scene of the Major League draft has changed. So, again, Wednesday, June 10th, 7 p.m., the MLB Network and ESPN. You want to highlight this?
Good plug. Good plug.
You got a beautiful piece
yeah, I do have a beautiful piece right here, and thank you for that. So we have a lot of, well, for those of you looking for Father's Day gifts, here's one right here. This is a 17 by 17 canvas print created in Wisconsin, just a couple hours away from us. So shout out to Collectible Canvas for creating this masterpiece right here from a photograph that our staff took. So we're very fond of this photo, and it fits perfectly on this canvas. But this is patented and the shape of a home plate. So home is where the heart is, and we want you to feel like the Field of Dreams is home and reminds you of home and great memories in your life. Perfect for dad or anybody. So if you're looking for this, go on fieldoftdreamsmoviesite.com. I mean, look at this. This is gorgeous. The color pops along the third baseline. It's phenomenal.
10 out of 10.
Phenomenal. Yep.
It really, they nailed it. The quality is amazing.
They did.
To make it, not very far from here is even a bigger thing to us. To keep it as local as we possibly can, will always be a goal as the local communities around here support us greatly. And on top of that, with this purchase or any purchase of 20 or more, you can get a Field of Dreams leather baseball totally free. These are one of our classic best sellers. Sold a ton of them.
With a coupon code.
Yes,
with a coupon code. We'll put it in. We'll put it in the description.
I believe it's 2020 FD.
It is.
2020 FD.
2020 FD.
Coupon code. Purchase of 20 or more on our site. You will get a free, authentic Field of Dreams all leather baseball made by Rawlings. The classic baseball you look for. One of our best sellers, totally free. And it might be this canvas. You get this canvas, you're going to get a free baseball.
That's right.
Just a bonus on top.
That's right. We have a lot of other great items as well. A couple of new releases. We had our bobbleheads last year that are ever so popular. Those are adorable, and it actually looks similar to you.
We're not going to talk about
which is kind of creepy.
Yeah,
well, I'm going to talk about it.
It's a little weird.
It's uncanny, that resemblance.
It does.
I have a picture of you holding it, and it was kind of freaky.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And we didn't tell them to make the bobblehead look like anything.
No, I just told them. I told them to make it look like a generic Ghost player, and they did. And the generic Ghost player is, I don't know.
Yep.
Like Tucker, apparently Tucker's cousin.
I guess I'm from a generic Ghost player.
There you go. It was born to be, right? You working here, it was destiny.
It was meant to be.
It was fate.
But yes, check out our products. A huge selection on there. We will continue to highlight those throughout the week on social media. So
at least once a week we feature.
You might want to get even smarter and put the notifications on our posts, because you never know when a limited deal is going to be released.
That's right. That's right. We also have another special sale of 10% off your purchase of 20 or more for dad or whoever, going on through the 19th of June. And that sale, by the way, Tucker, is good through Friday, June 19th for the leather baseballs. So definitely take advantage, and happy pre-Father's Day to all you fathers out there. And yeah, so definitely check us out. We have a wide selection of things, all kinds of things for all kinds of dreamers out there. So definitely something to fit your fancy on fieldoftdreamsmoviesite.com. Link to our gift shop right there online.
Aaron, any questions, comments, concerns?
I don't think so. Someone was saying that Bob Pritchett said every time you put your hands on the table, it shakes the table. But other than that.
Oh, okay. Well, we will keep our hands off the table.
Bob, quick solution. You can come sit right here
and just watch.
You can be part of it.
Yeah, right here. In the background.
We'd love to see you out here.
There's a seat with your name on it.
Definitely.
That'd be great.
I don't know. You got anything else? I think that was pretty good.
Well, yeah. I mean, we're gearing up for an amazing season. If you're looking to come out to the Field of Dreams, now is a great time. You can definitely keep your social distance here. So it's wide open here in farmland and farm country. Come out to our heavenly Field of Dreams. Check it out. Experience the magic for yourself. If you've been here before, we have heard from many returners that it is just as magical. And I can say personally, for the most part, especially this time of year, I'm out here 6-7 days a week, and it's great. So it doesn't fade. The magic is still there. So definitely come out. But we have some special events that are taking place here this summer, one of which is First Responders Appreciation Day. We're very excited about that. So July 25th. And looking forward to having Chicago and New York out here taking the field in the evening. And
as well as blossoming country star Jake Dodds. Jake will be out here, as well as local legend Elizabeth
You were just
Mary.
sitting there waiting for
I was waiting for it.
Yeah, I wasn't going to give it to you. I was.
You were teeing it up for me.
You took it from me.
I wanted it. That was mine. That's all I have is the music plug. Elizabeth Mary. Awesome local talent now going to Nashville as well, back and forth. She's awesome. Yep. She's been here before. She impressed everyone.
Follow her on social media too. While we're throwing it out there, Elizabeth Mary Band. Yep. Follow her.
Yep. So her and Jake Dodd's going to be a great duo. That's going to be a great. It's
going to be fun.
It's going to be a great day.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be a great day, and hopefully, we're looking forward to it being a day that will push us through the rest of this.
Yep. Taste of Iowa as well. Happy Hibachi food truck will be here. Ever so popular. Magoo's Pizza as well.
great.
If you're looking for some local homemade pizza, they are great. And we're going to have Trackside Bar and Grill. So if you're looking for some Iowa pork and pulled pork sandwiches, that's the place. That's your stop. And it's right here at the Field of Dreams. Right here.
It's funny. It sounds like it might be time to get some. That sounds amazing.
I know, right?
That sounds pretty
I
good.
had some last week. Actually, my wife and I and our son, shout out to you guys if you're watching.
Shout out.
I'll be home soon. But to the wife who is texting me all the time asking when I'm coming home, I will be home soon. Happy Friday to you. Don't get too mad. But we did eat at Trackside last week, and it was actually the first time that we ate out in public 2.5 months or something like that. So it was nice to get out in front of other people as things are starting to open up. And by the way, just a PSA out there, be safe wherever you are as things are starting to, they were flying very low. But anyway, as things are starting to open up, just be safe. Take precautions, wear those face masks as we start to ease back into normalcy.
Hey, pipe down. Excuse me, we're having a Bringin It Home show here, Berg. Yeah, that's right.
Keep dreaming. But anyway, be responsible. Be responsible as you're easing back into society. Just be cautious of the disease and stay safe, guys. I think on that note,
we are open. We are open.
Let
me just say that before you call us and you tell us we are open. We promise.
We have several dozen calls on that a day, honestly. So we are open.
We are open. We'd love to see you here. The field makes it pretty easy to socially distance. We're taking the precautions inside, keeping it very, very, very clean. You're allowed to show social distance as you wish in there. Windows are open. Air's coming through. Things have been sanitized. We are offering the safest and best solution we can to allow you to still fulfill your summer plans. So come on out, guys. Baseballism is also open. Their selection is amazing. Roman just picked up a brand new hat.
Look at this thing.
Amazing hats,
Mesh
amazing company.
Snapback.
We're just pumped to have them on the property here. So they are also a new draw that we highly suggest you come out and see.
Should I be like Sean from Hall of Very Good and do a hat swap every 2 minutes? I wasn't timing him, but
I'm thinking
it was great.
20s. He's got to be pretty high on the hat account.
Yeah, wonder if I can beat him out. I have a pretty impressive hat selection, however, not baseball themed.
Thinking I might have to wear a sombrero next episode.
Really? Really? Sombrero. All right.
We'll end it on that note. We'll end it on that. Dreamers, we want to see you here. If you can get out here and you feel comfortable, come on out, guys. Take some swings.
Do something.
Take
impromptu. I'm gonna show them the field. We have to. I mean, it's gorgeous. Do you agree?
Very nice.
Very nice.
Yes.
Very nice. All right. I'm doing this. Look at that. Come here, Tucker. Come here. Impromptu.
Don't get too mad.
There it is, guys. Gorgeous.
Got a notification on your computer now.
Yeah, I know.
Yes,
I know.
gorgeous field, guys. Beautiful day. We'll send it. Oh, moving ground. We'll send it off to you with this beautiful background, guys, and you can come see it very soon too. Make your way out here. Ask for either of us. We'd love to meet you. Give you a fist bump. Maybe not a handshake, but we would love to see you guys. I swallowed him.
All right. Happy Friday, dreamers. Keep dreaming.
Oh no.